Hello, my name is Matthias Funke. I'm a solutions engineer here at Coinmetrics. In today's video, I want to show you how to use our Python client to determine metrics such as price and volume, which allow you to do analysis on a wide range of crypto assets. As an example, I've picked 10 of the top assets by volume on the 1st of December this year. It was a very interesting year for the crypto market. And we can take a look at how to achieve this. So we will use some important methods of the Python client. I want to explain this a little bit here. So we have some reference functions that will allow us to get reference data about the assets or the metrics that we're interested in. We have a catalog function that will provide which assets are relevant to these metrics and what time ranges they cover. And then, of course, we have the actual method that will allow you to download these time series data covering the metrics on a wide range of frequencies. And that will then allow you to plot and analyze. So let's take a look. I will cover the other methods here in a different video. So let's take a look. We will start by initializing the client with an API key. I'm picking that from an environment variable so that I don't have to share it with you in this video. Getting the assets master data or reference data, for example, lets us see how many we have and the full name of that asset. Similarly, we can get reference data for the asset metrics. I've cheated a little bit by already telling which ones I want. And we can see here the full name of these and the description. The volume, the trusted spot volume, is one that we carefully calculate based on trusted markets. And the reference rate is a price that is based on a volume-weighted average price on these trusted markets. So they go really well together. Now we will do a little bit of cleaning up and filtering of this so that we get the right assets for which these reference rates are available and available in the right time frame, because sometimes assets go obsolete and we no longer cover them and they are no longer useful for us. So we can download the metrics that are available and then filter for daily. And I always like to set the index of a data frame to a useful combination, in this case, asset and metric. And then I'm renaming mean time and max time to first seen and last seen to really show what they mean. So it means, for example, that here for one cat, the reference rate was first seen on the 24th of December, but the volume was covered a little bit later, only on the 23rd of January the next year. So that's the kind of thing that we want to keep in mind when we now filter for the correct range. So I wanted to plot this data for the entire year of 2024, which means starting on the 1st of January and ending yesterday on the 19th of December. Now, I'm going to calculate an aggregation here. So per asset, I'm going to figure out the worst case for first seen, which would be the max, or the worst case for last seen, which would be the min. And then I'm also counting how many metrics we have. I want two, remember? I want the price, the reference rate, and the volume. So that then allows us to filter the correct range of assets by saying we want the first seen to be smaller or equal the start time, last seen smaller or equal, larger or equal end time, and then the metric, we want that to be exactly 2. So this now gives us 810 assets that are potentially still interesting to us. So now comes the job of actually downloading these metrics for the time frame that we have in mind, which is the whole year of 2024. And that, using parallel, only takes about 50 seconds for these 810 assets. And it yields almost 300,000 data points. But now that we have the volume, the trusted spot volume, we can sort by that and pick the top 10 in order to figure out the top 10 assets that we want to cover. However, I am removing some currencies here that are obviously not crypto assets. They are used as quote currencies here, so we don't need them. So the top 10 assets are determined, and that means that we can now go ahead and plot. There's 3,500 data points left for plotting, and we can basically do one plot per asset, and we can fetch the full name of the asset from the reference data that I downloaded in the first cell. So here we have it, the 10 top traded assets on the 1st of December, showing our reference rate and the daily volume for the whole year of 2024. Thanks for watching.